Hi, nice to see you here in this private video, and I'm so grateful that you are coming with me and you would like to know more about my Yoni massage journey, how it began. My name is Ágota Sípos and I am an intimacy consultant now in Tenerife. And let's start with my first time with a male masseur. When I started dealing with body awareness, energy healing, and then my first Lingam Massage clients arrived, curiosity awakened in me about what it would be like if I tried Yoni massage. Soon a young man arrived in my life with whom I could experience this. Although this was just a massage, we weren't emotionally involved. That wasn't the goal either. Compared to my previous sexual relationships, I already noticed how kindly and lovingly he touched me from the very beginning, when we were just attuning to each other. At first it was strange that he caressed me, that he kissed different points of my naked body. It didn't cause difficulty that I was naked, but the new unusual touches surprised me. Then I was able to relax into this too. With gentle massage at every point of my body, he led me to the point where he only began to focus on my yoni. His touches were safe, gentle, not forced. I allowed what my body wanted to experience now to happen. What I received from him filled me with pleasure up to a point. A big orgasm came too, which almost swept me away. My body rested then and wanted to rest. However, something unexpected came here, which then confused me. My clear vision left. I let the masseur have control. What happened was that after my big orgasm exploded, he let me rest for a few minutes, then started stimulating my yoni again, calling for another orgasm. At first I allowed it, but after a while I felt that I didn't want this. I was not ready for it. I increasingly felt that my vagina was dry. His movements didn't feel good, and after a while the usual pain appeared too. I signaled to him that we should stop because I feel pain. He replied that this was because I don't allow my body enjoy. According to him, I should let it hurt, because beyond the pain I can experience the real orgasm. This pleased me less and less, but I still let him do it. But then finally came the moment when I definitively stopped it, saying I didn't want this anymore. For a while I couldn't speak. I was so frozen. It took me more time, maybe days, to understand what had happened. Instead of paying attention to myself inward, to the present moment, my attention went outward again, now to the masseur. I couldn't be present because my usual behavioral pattern kicked in. That space is safe for me when I can control everything and everyone. There were moments when I experienced it, but I was more often in the future, and there is nothing wrong with that either. I'm very grateful to myself that I was able to step out of my previous victim role and stop what was already painful for me. I could say no. And meanwhile, I also noticed that although the masseur touched consciously at the beginning, at one point his ego functioning kicked into, and the ego drove for orgasm. He wanted to get this, to have a success experience for himself too. What I knew about the guy was that he was experienced in BDSM, practiced in this kind of touching. The second experience with a female masseur. It took time for my soul and body to calm down again, and after a while I felt the need to try a female masseur after the male masseur. I soon found the person for these two, whom I approached with openness and curiosity. The sympathy was mutual. At the beginning, we got to know each other in an attuning conversation with her too. She let me talk about myself so I could tell what was going on inside me, what my difficulties were regarding experiencing my femininity. This was followed by the massage itself, during which I felt safe throughout, and now I allowed myself to pay more attention inward, what was happening inside me, what I felt, what thoughts came up in me. First, an expectation appeared in me toward myself that here I should now produce an orgasm, because that's the only way I am okay. However, my body decided that this wouldn't be the case, meaning although every touch was pleasant, loving, calm, the pleasure didn't come. I felt nothing. The usual frozenness, indifference was present in me, which was always a familiar feeling for me. From this, I was naturally ashamed of myself, that surely I'm not really a woman, that there is something wrong with me now too. But meanwhile, it was also okay that I heard and felt these thoughts, but I also knew that these are not me. I could let go that it's also okay that there won't be orgasmic experience now. My body wanted to experience this now, and what I received from the masseur during the massage gave me much more than an orgasm. The lightness and softness of the touches. My body basked in this and couldn't get enough of receiving it. At the end, I cried. Relieving tears came from long minutes, and the masseur let this happen. We were without words for minutes, and I'm very grateful to her for this, that she didn't lead, didn't want something, just accompanied me. The difference I saw after the two massages. With the male masseur, ego functioning kicked in after a while, driving for orgasm. The female masseur was present throughout. There was no goal, only pure intention. I felt much more empathy with the female masseur. The female masseur touched every part of my body, including the yoni, much more sensitively and attentively. Obviously, as a woman, she was aware of how her own body functions. What I learned about myself through the massages. I learned to feel myself better, my body's signals. I learned to communicate my needs. I learned that just because someone has an experience based on which they have a belief, I can still question that at any time. It's not necessarily my truth too. I learned that there is no shame in being a woman. I learned that I can say no to what I previously didn't dare to say no to. I learned that when I say no, I'm actually saying yes to myself. Yoni Massage taught me that sexuality is not performance. It's not about having to please someone. It's about connecting with yourself, and from this place you can connect with the other too. What every woman should know. If you are also thinking about trying it, then let me share some things with you that would have been good to know before the first time. First of all, no two occasions are the same. Don't expect anything from yourself or the masseur. Just let happen what happens. Second, choose a masseur with whom you feel safe. Talk beforehand. A good masseur will never rush or create expectations. Third, this is not a sexual service. Yes, genital massage happens, but this is healing. This is restoring the relationship with your own femininity. Try both female and male masseurs. The fact that I haven't had a good experience with a male masseur so far doesn't mean that there aren't those who would do this not from ego, but from soul. And anyway, everything is valuable. Even an apparently bad experience can bring gifts if you discover them in everything. Because your soul craves these experiences, and yes, it even loves negative experiences. I know this might be hard to accept now, but just allow that it's possible. I want you to know this is a process. Everything won't magically fall into place. But after every session, I understood myself a little better. I accepted my body a little more. I judged myself a little less. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.